Have you seen the movie The Tank? It's a World War II movie, a recent movie, and it's about a German Tiger tank that goes behind enemy lines in the Soviet Union. And for much of the movie, it feels like just a typical World War II movie, in some ways a German version of Fury. And it is quite an enjoyable movie. And yet, if you look at the reviews, you'll find that many people disliked the movie specifically because of the ending. And that is something that I want to address in this particular video. And I come at this both as someone who's very much interested in the Second World War, as well as someone interested in spiritual aspects of life. And so in the movie, it begins with a battle that's taking place on a bridge, and they are attempting to escape the bridge before it is blown up. And then we find them soon after that preparing for a rescue mission, which they have to go and rescue a particular colonel who is within the Soviet Union and is behind enemy lines. So they head off in this rescue mission. But there's some mysterious things that are happening, things that give them a clue that things are not quite right. And eventually they find the colonel, and the tank commander, who is the main character in the movie, has a conversation with the colonel, and he realizes that this colonel had actually died sometime before then. And it gets stranger than that, because the commander also realizes that he and his crew had also died. They did not actually escape that bridge. Spoiler alert there, sorry, it's already been spoiled for you. The question is, what actually happened there? What is going on? Is this a hallucination that's happening in their final moments before death? This mission that they head off on, which actually doesn't seem to really take place? Or is there something else going on? And having reflected quite a bit on the movie, and concluding, by the way, that I really like the movie, it's beautifully shot and incredibly acted, the answer that I've come to has to do with conversation that takes place between the commander, Philip, and the colonel. And at first I actually thought that perhaps this was an experience of hell, as we find out that at that meeting between the colonel and the tank commander in Stalingrad, the tank commander had given the order to kill civilians, and not for the sake of killing civilians, but because that's what was required in order to defeat the Russians in that particular spot. And it looked like that was punishment for those sins. But as I thought deeper about it, I came to the conclusion that instead, this is probably more an experience of purgatory, because we see a number of things happening. One of the strange things that takes place is they pick up over the radio in the tank, in their Tiger tank, a Latin Mass, which is surprising in an Orthodox country like the Soviet Union. As well, there were other things that were taking place. We see some redemption. We see the tank commander's reaction to seeing some other civilians being killed. We see his act of mercy in helping one of the crew who is in a very difficult position with a tank mine. And so tank commander, demonstrates some bravery and courage there, and it looks to me as if this is a story not of punishment, but of redemption, and that it is taking place within the context of the Roman Catholic concept of purgatory. So I don't know that is for sure what was taking place in the tank, but that's the interpretation that I take. I enjoyed the movie. I would love to hear your thoughts if you have seen the movie. And if you're interested in things related to World War II, be aware that I do have a podcast called the Second World War Podcast that you can find at any podcast provider. Thank you, and God bless.